Now, for more on the cultural exchanges between China and the U.S., joining me now is Imani Cheers, Assistant Professor of Media and Public Affairs from George Washington University. Imani, welcome to our broadcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, I grew up watching Hollywood. I watched Godfather religiously, Friends, I try to follow those singers, but still, One Republic, Pharrell Williams, how big are they?
Absolutely. This is really exciting for not only the Chinese fans and market base, but I mean, Pharrell is an 11-time Grammy Award winner. A lot of people know him as a producer, and in particular for those who are fans like myself, when he was in the group, the Clips. This is like back in like the early 2000s. This is great. One Republic is massive. They are back to that global boy band that we hadn't seen really since you could even say a New Kids on the Block or even a New Edition. They're literally one of the largest groups in the world right now.
How significant is it for the Grammys, the Grammy-winning producers and singers going to China, one of the largest markets?
Absolutely. I think it's really important. I'm sad to say that in 2018, this is the first. I would have thought that they would have done this a long time ago, acknowledging where, again, a large majority of these artists, where their fans are based. But it's exciting to see that not only are they going to have this festival right now, but that they've already signed on to do, 4 additional ones. So that tells them right there that the fans want it. It's going to be profitable, but it's also just really exciting to have this sort of platform for not only the artists, but also to introduce them to hopefully new and different fans that might not be familiar with their work.
Talk about cultural exchanges. The word that comes to my mind is the cultural deficit from China to the U.S.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of Hollywood movies going to China, either in theater or in private homes, but we don't see that many Chinese films on the big screen here in the U.S.
I think, unfortunately, a lot of that has to do with language. There's a barrier when you have, everything from the #1 language spoken in this country, of course, is English, followed by Spanish, and Chinese languages, Mandarin in particular, just unfortunately are not as high up on our level. So on the one hand, it's not about quality by any means. The film market, the television market is huge. It's not about significant stories, as we will see also coming out later on this summer is going to be Crazy Rich Asians, which is going to be an outstanding movie that's
all
based
Asian
off
cast for the
all
first time,
Asian
right?
cast, which again 2018 first time, but it's based off of Kevin Kwan's 2013 best-selling book, which he had two really popular follow-up books to that as well. And I think that we're seeing again just more inclusivity, and that's really what it is. Realizing that these general stories are universal, that everyone wants to see them. I can't believe again in 2018 that we're just now having a film with all Asian characters, but it's so exciting. I love Constance Wu. I follow her from her television days. So this is just going to be really exciting to see.
There are some very, very popular megastars in Asia, like Andy Lau, those singers, Tony Chung, Nicholas Tse, but they're not nearly as popular in the Western world.
Right.
Is it the melody? Is it, how come?
Honestly, I think I'm going to go back to my original answer of language. I don't think it's melody at all. Again, it's not a deficient based on talent or creativity by any means. I think unfortunately there's a language barrier that prevents a large majority of, whether it be Asian, even African artists. You could look at Indian artists. People who are, like you said, massive, 1 billion people, buy their and listen to their content, hundreds of millions of record sales, but they're not popular in Europe and the U.S. And I think, again, a large majority of that, unfortunately, has to do with language barriers. But otherwise, I'd be very curious to see if one of these megastars recorded a song in English and to see how, if that could be successful in some of these other markets, because I'm pretty positive it will be.
Thanks, Imani. Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.